Radhika, Assistant Professor in the Department of Tripoli from Mohammed Sadiq College of Engineering. It's given me an immense pleasure to extend to you a very warm welcome on behalf of Mohammed Sadiq AG College of Engineering, who has clapped all of us for the international webinar on engineering a passionate journey towards the success. I would like to welcome all the respective dignitaries, staff members, my dear colleagues, and enthusiastic participants, and our special chief guest, and everyone on behalf of Mohammed Sadiq AJ College of Engineering Management, Principal, Head of the Department, and faculty members. It is my immense pleasure and privilege to introduce our eminent speaker for this event. We would like to thank our speaker for accepting our invite for this event, in spite of your busy schedule, sir. We are extremely honored to have you with us on this great occasion. Today's session is all about the relishing the beautiful game, which is very special for most of us right from our childhood. Yes, you heard it right. We are fortunate to have Mr. Prasanna Aguram, who is an expert in our country's most popular game, cricket. Cricket is one of the most popular sports of modern times, and interestingly, India is synonymous with cricket. The amount of interest and passion we Indians have on cricket is always an impressive event. It is a classic game that has helped to adjust ourselves with the Western wood, and we as a country become one of the world's the game of their support and motivation. That is none of creating a team. And you see the education in one of the fields is always expectation in fact, you have a great person. First, a horrible place for yes, you can find that during the presentation.
Okay, sir. Now we can start, sir.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I would thank Sadak Engineering College for inviting me to share my journey on what exactly engineering, a passionate journey towards success. Look, it is very simple in life. It's all important to have a passion, and it's all about making your passion a living. That's what exactly I'm going to take you through for probably 30 to 45 minutes to share my journey of where I've landed now, starting my career as an engineer and doing my post-graduation in computers and become a Microsoft certified software developer. And now finally landing in something what I'm doing for a living is absolutely my passion. That's what I'm going to take you through. So what I want to show is a few slides here. I'm sure you can see this. So this is what right now I have achieved in 2020. This is what you can see. But if you can see that there are many factors that influence the struggles, the stumbling blocks that has gone through in your life. That is what exactly you're going to go through. So when I started my journey early on, so all I wanted to do when I started as a cricketer at a young age of 16 or 17, it's everybody's dream is to make sure that you represent your country, and I'm no different at all. So when I played for junior grade cricket for under 16 and under 19 close to Tamil Nadu level, I even had the dreams of playing for my country, isn't it? If you don't have any dreams in life, obviously you're missing out on something. So I was also no different at all. So I started my career initially when I was going through school and all these things, going all the way to play cricket. But unfortunately, I can be honest with you, I'm not that talented really as a player to come up. There is no complaints at all in that. So things moved on and moved on and moved on. So finally, when I joined my engineering, the passion was almost there, because at the age of 11, I watched my first international cricket in the 1987 World Cup between India and Australia. That is the day I decided that either I want to become a cricket player or I want to get associated in cricket to see something. The stage was absolutely brilliant in M.A. Chidambaram Stadium when India took on Australia in the World Cup. I thought, look, this is what I really need to have my passion on to make a living. So I might say something when I was 11 years old. You may think that, okay, you have a passion at 11 years old. I should rather say yes, because I was only thinking on one line. Okay, when I really wanted to do something in life, it has to be associated with cricket. So when I come up and I played cricket with passion. But as I said, to be very honest with you, I don't think I was that talented enough to make it to the bigger stage, because there are many players who are more talented than me who took over. So I had no regrets at all. On top of it, then when I joined my engineering degree, I need to advise this to because there'll be many of the students will be watching there, will be in your second year, third year, final year, or even someone who might have finished it and looking for a career. There is only one thing I need to tell you. When I was studying, I was under immense pressure. I'll be thinking about, oh, look, this is a semester that is coming in. I want to make sure. My only goal, I have to make sure that I have to clear all the subjects in that particular semester. When I grow on, when we went to third year, when I went to fourth year, the only thing I was thinking about is, look, I need to finish my degree on time. When I finish my degree, I'll be only thinking about, look, I need to get a job. That is not exactly need to put tension in your lives at all. You are going to be a qualified engineer. You are going to be a professional in future. What you all need to make sure is to have some kind of a passion that is going to make your living. That is what exactly I thought. But initially, even though I had a pressure because I came from a very small background, the pressure has to make sure that to study well, then I need to get a job, I need to get settled in life. So my only concentration during when I was studying was only in those lines. But on top of it, on my mind, I was only thinking, what should I do to achieve my passion? Because I knew that I couldn't survive on a day-to-day job where if I go, people are waking up at 9 o'clock in the morning on Monday. People say it's Monday blues. People who are coming on the weekend will say that, wow, it's going to be Friday. In the next 2 days, I'm going to be at home. I'm going to relax. If that is a kind of a job you're going to go on a day-to-day life to survive, you're not doing justice for yourself. Life is all about enjoying, and to make sure that how are you going to make it interesting every day? How is it going to challenge you every day? That is what the first and foremost thing you need to have. Let it be any challenge. You want to become a superstar in cinema. You want to become a bodybuilder. You want to become a scientist in army. No matter what. Whenever you're young, whenever you are crossing your paths to make sure you get higher in life, that is the time you need to dream about things. Okay, what am I going to be in life in future? And how am I going to build brick to construct a house of my passion to make a living of it? So when I finished my engineering degree, then what I did, okay, fine. As I told you that, unfortunately, my playing career, I felt that what am I good at? I knew that there is not much, as a player, go there and play for the country and make my dream a reality. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. Then what I did was, then I took into the umpiring at the age of 23, and then I became a qualified umpire. And I hope you can see this there. So in 1999, I became a qualified umpire. Then I thought, okay, fine, this is going to be another dream where I'm going to make sure that I'm going to live my passion. If not as a player, I'm going to get involved in cricket, where this is going to take me. At the age of 23, you just get qualified from the highly esteemed Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Then only 2 or 3 steps for you to get into the ICC panel. Then walk into Eden Gardens, Kolkata. Then walk into Melbourne Cricket Ground in Australia. Then walk into home of cricket in Lords. That's what exactly I was dreaming about. So as I said, life is all about dreams. So then I finished it. Then I thought, okay, then I started doing umpiring. Then after my graduation, then I did my PG in computer applications. Then I became a Microsoft certified developer. And then I joined a software company, MNC. But my schedule will be very simple. I'll be thinking about what should I do. Then in 2002, I read an article in the newspaper in Hindu saying that the Indian cricket team is sitting with a multinational software company to develop a software to analyze the strengths and weaknesses of the opponents and their own. Then I thought, look, there is a chance here that my dreams might come true if I work on it, because I know I've got some knowledge of cricket and software is now being my bread and butter. I thought, how am I going to get a marriage between these two? Then life becomes very simple at all. From 9 to 5:30, you'll be at office at work. After 5:30, I'll go to the National Cricket Academy to showcase my software, what I developed, meeting a lot of people. I should really thank here. There was a mentor and a kind of a brother to me called Mr. Srikanth Ramalingam, who was from Orissa, who's a former cricketer from Orissa and a level 3 certified coach from the BCCI, who used to take me and introduce to me to a lot of cricketers to showcase my knowledge and other things. So my schedule used to be very simple. 9 to 5:30, I'll be at office at work. And then from 5:30 to 8:30, I'll be in the National Cricket Academy, meeting people, talking, and getting all the important information about what exactly, in a cricketer's point of view, the software needs to be developed. And then I drive back home, and from 10 o'clock to 3 o'clock in the night, I'll be developing my software, cricket match analysis software, single-handedly, all alone. Then from Saturday and Sunday, 2 days in the weekends, I go all the way to do my umpiring, because I never lost hopes of becoming a ICC international umpire as well. So the journey has been going on well. So then all of a sudden, things has been really materializing. Then I thought, okay, then once I developed the software, then I showcased it to everybody in the National Cricket Academy. My first article about the software, what I've developed, just came on 2003 in Hindu by a gentleman called Anand Parthasarathy, writing about all the features about how it works and all these things. So that made me, to really give an opportunity to really to talk to people and showcase my stuff. And then I met a lot of people to get the feedbacks on it. And there was a test match where Australia played India in 2004 in Bangalore. So the National Cricket Academy was quite kind to me. What they told me was to give an opportunity to sit and do the match analysis in the Chinnaswamy Stadium and give the feedbacks to the gentleman and a head coach, John Wright, who was appointed by the BCCI to look after the Indian team. So what I will do is, I bunked my IT job. I'll come all the way, sit in Bangalore while the test match is going on. And then what I will do is, this is what exactly will happen. So this was exactly in the 2004 test match when we played against India. And then each and every morning before the start of the game and at the end of the day's play, this gentleman used to come and sit with me to ask the feedbacks about, okay, what exactly could have done well, what exactly could have been gone well. So everything was in place. And then what he told me was very simple. Okay, fine. I'm pretty much impressed with the work, what you put on. So let me have a chat. So you come and meet me sometime after the end of the test match. The next day, 12 o'clock, 12 noon, mid-noon, he said very clearly, please come and meet me at 12 o'clock mid-noon, because we are traveling to Chennai for the next day for the camp for the team. So you need to come. So I went there at 12 o'clock. But to be very honest with you, coming from a small background and, meeting a celebrity there. So I was really embarrassed to knock the door at 12 o'clock. So I was standing outside his room, standing outside the room. I never had the guts to knock the door and then get inside. So I was waiting at 12:45. He came out. Then he saw me standing outside. I said, sir, I came here to meet you. He told me only one thing. I told you to come at 12 o'clock to knock my door. It's 12:45. Unfortunately, we need to leave now. So that is sheerly just a bit of your body language where you didn't have the confidence to knock the door. I was young as well. Then he came to me and told me only one thing. Look, only one thing I can tell you. In life, I'm very impressed about what you have done, the knowledge base, what you have shared with me, what can be done. But when you want to become successful in life, you need to make sure your body language has to improve, your confidence has to improve, your communication skills has to improve. The tone at which you sound, the modulation at which you sound shows the confidence of how much you know about your subject. The moment you are like this, if your body language is like this, I don't see you coming up in life. I want to make sure the only one thing you need to improve is your body language. Then I told him, okay, fine. I took it as a great idea and I great motivation from him. Okay, life is all about ironing your flaws to make sure You need to get to a passion where you want to. I told him, sir, thank you very much. And then what he did was he gave me a T-shirt. He said that keep it with you. Sometime, I will see you with a national team working on. So this is the greatest motivation I can give you. I took that as a prized possession with me, dreaming about sometime I'm going to sit with the national team. Then the journey continued at all. One day, a former cricketer, one of the greatest cricketers who have played for India, was broken many records, was coming to the National Cricket Academy. Then the admin manager of the National Cricket Academy was kind enough to say that please come and showcase your software to him. I've got an appointment with him. So he'll be coming here all the way. Tomorrow, what you've got to do is to go to your hotel at 7 o'clock in the morning, because he's a very, very busy man. He's a very big shot. So I was so thankful that the gentleman is really obliged to see a small person like me. So I was so pumped up, and I took my laptop. At 6:45 a.m. in the morning, I was waiting in the corridor in the lobby for the hotel to see him. Then came the greatest legend. It was like, for me, the sight was like seeing a god, because he's worshipped for many people for the records and what he has created for India and what he has done for India. Then 7 o'clock he came here, stood up and said, sir, I'm Prasanna. I came here all the way to meet you. He said that, look, sorry, I think the guys have told you the wrong time. I'm going for a jogging now. Please hold on. Just I'll come back and I'll meet you. I was waiting there, and he came back and he said that, okay, look, I'll quickly have a breakfast and I'll come back. I was waiting there. 9 o'clock, the gentleman came back. Then he told me, I've got an important meeting at NCA. I would suggest you something. Can you please come to the National Cricket Academy? That was National Cricket Academy was held in Chinnaswamy Stadium. That is where the precise premises for National Cricket Academy holds. So I told him, okay, fine, sir, no problem at all. I drove from the hotel to the National Cricket Academy at 9 o'clock. I was waiting. Then some people came and said that sir is in a meeting. He told that he'll come and meet you. It was 11 o'clock, it was 12 o'clock, it was 1 o'clock. But finally, the gentleman came out. I was sitting outside, stood up and said, sir, can I have 15 minutes of yours? He said that, look, we are coming from a very long meeting. Please go and have your lunch. Let me also have a small bite. Let me come back and see you. I didn't even have a lunch at all, because I don't want to become late to meet a gentleman on a legendary status like him. I should really thank him for the time what he has given and the commitment what he has given to see me. Lunch is not important for me. For your kind information, didn't even breakfast as well. I was waiting there. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, he didn't come. Then I slowly went on to the admin manager's room and said, sir, can I meet sir now? He said, oh, he has gone back to the hotel. Yeah, no, he has got some important meeting there. Some foreign delegates have come, so he's gone to the hotel. You know what? I will ring up to him. So now it's 3 o'clock. You can just go back to the hotel so you can meet him. I'll tell him that probably you can meet him at 4 o'clock. I took my vehicle, motorcycle, rode away all the way to the hotel again, sat in the reception again. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. I couldn't see the legend at all. 6 o'clock, he came back with well dressed up. I stood up and said, sir, he told me, oh, I'm sorry. Now I've committed to a function at 6 o'clock. I'm the chief guest of it. I'm extremely sorry about it. You know what? You please wait. I'll make sure that I'll finish the function and come back to you at the earliest. I said, okay, no problem. I was so pumped up. Okay, fine. Sir will anyway come back. He has to come back here to rest. So anyway, I've got no problem. I sat here, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. 10:20, gentleman came. And I stood up and said, sir, can I have 10 minutes of yours? He said, it's too late now. I had a bloody long day right from the morning. You might have seen it yourself. I've been traveling in and down, a lot of pain. My head is spinning. Even now, if you show something at 10:20, you might also not be fresh. I'm also not fresh. So there's no point in me wasting your time. Okay, I'll give you a suggestion. Okay, tomorrow at 9:30, please come to the hotel. We are going to sit for an hour. When I came back home, my family members, everyone was very excited. Did you take pictures with the legend? What did the legend say? I gave him a smile. The legend has given me a time tomorrow at 9:30. That is 9:30 a.m. in the morning to see. My family member said, you couldn't meet him the whole day. I said, I couldn't meet him. If I'm going to go and see him tomorrow, if he says that he doesn't have a time, come the day after, I'll go the day after. That is how much strong I was to meet him. Next day again, I was there at 9 o'clock in the reception, in the foyer, to meet him. 9:45, the gentleman came with his suitcases, everything on, well dressed up. I went and said, sir, he told me, look, unfortunately, I've got an important call to attend. So I'm going, now I'm flying to Delhi. So unfortunately, I couldn't give you time. So please, I'm sure that I'll meet you the next time. So please don't get worried. A lot of people have spoken about your intelligence and the contribution what you make. I'll definitely see you sometime. I went back home. I took a diary and wrote it down. That is my first motivation. In life, you need to be very, very simple on something. If the legend would have given me the time at that time, at 2003, when I was just bursting into the scene with 1 year of hard work in my pocket, I would have taken things for granted. So that made me more stronger in life. If you want to achieve something, you want to make your passion a living, you have to bide your time for that. It's not that easy where you think something because the legend is doing me a favor. I'm not doing him a favor. He has committed on his busy schedule that he is going to come. He is going to talk to me. He is going to listen to me. He is going to help me out. I should be very thankful for that. So then things passed away. Then I went to showcase my software to a Ranji Trophy team. Because those days in 2003, I can tell you, no one understood what is performance analysis. No one understood what is video analysis. No one could really even think about what influence a laptop can make to a cricket. Because people believe cricket is played on the ground. I also echo it. Yes, cricket is played on the ground, but not many people those days even knew what it is all about, what the subject I'm talking about. So I went to your Ranji Trophy coach and showcased the software and said, sir, this is what the benefits you are going to get on. Please give me an opportunity to work with your team. He was amazed by what I showed. I should rather say I should thank him for the time he gave, and he said that it was absolutely new concept. I never knew that there is some kind of intelligence that can come from the laptop which can educate the players to improve the game. I'm pretty much impressed with it. I'll speak to the president of the association. Can you please come and meet me tomorrow evening during practice? I was very excited. Said, look, this is a chance. Thank God. Next day at 4 o'clock, I went to him. He said, Prasanna, I spoke to the president. You know what? This is absolutely new concept which you are bringing into the table, which has never been tested at all. So what I'm going to tell you is, unfortunately, there is no budget to include you as a support staff or a coaching staff to the team. So you need to make sure you look after your own traveling expenses like flight, train, or whatever it is to reach to different destinations when we play. Are you okay with it? I put my hand up and said, sir, yes. Please don't worry about anything. I will come on my own. Okay, no problem. You come and meet me tomorrow evening. I will speak to the president. This was the only stumbling block I had. So I think that's all clear now. You come tomorrow. Went to him tomorrow and said, sir, what did the president say? Look, Prasanna, I need to tell you something. You know what? We made the bookings of players, the management, coaches, manager, whoever that's traveling with the team 3-4 months in advance because the hotels will be booked. We're going to make a bulk booking of at least 20 to 23 because 15 players and few of the coaches and other guys will be traveling with the team. So unfortunately, we cannot, afford to book a room for you. You need to make sure that you look after your own accommodation. I told him, sir, please, absolutely not a problem. Give me an opportunity. I want to show what I'm capable of. Okay, no problem. I'll talk to the people concerned. You come and meet me tomorrow. I'll give you an answer. I went tomorrow, the next day, and told him, sir, did you speak to the president? He told me, look, I spoke to him. Everything is fine. But the only issue is, this is obviously a new concept that is coming in. And I see the other day when you sat with the players and all, they're too excited to see how they play and all these things. So I'm a little bit worried that the players will be taking too much attention on what you're showing and probably might get confused on the information on what you are giving because, this is absolutely new thing and it's not been experimented. So, I would rather tell you that you can wait for another 2 or 3 years where this concept is accepted by people around. Then probably we can take a call where it is universally accepted or it is accepted in the country. So I can go ahead and put my name forward to say that, look, I want this. So right now, I want to make sure that unfortunately, I could say that I can't get this through. I went home and note that as another important thing for me to grow. Yes, he's right. Because when something is new, you'd always be circumspect to take a chance in it. So I said, okay, I'll bide my time. I'll bide my time. I'll prove people that this will be beneficial for people. So then I would rather, do what I'm capable of. Then days moved on, and I kept on developing and I kept on developing the software. Then, luckily, I had a chance to meet my guru and mentor, Venkatesh Prasad, in the National Cricket Academy, one of the greatest bowlers who have played for India. I'm sure that he doesn't need any introduction because of the incident that happened between him and Amir Sohail, which should be remembered worldwide. He was the coach for the Indian under-19 team. So he saw the software and said that, look, I am going to put my head down and I'm going to take you with the Indian under-19 team. I was so pleased. Sir, are you serious about what you're talking? He said, look, yes, I'm going to talk. I'm going to take you in. Then at the same time, in the organization where I worked, all of a sudden I got an information that I need to go to US and my salary is going to get double the amount of what I'm getting paid. There is a chance now where I need to go to United States and have a healthy living, or I've just got a chance to really get on to make my passion a living. That's a call I need to take. Went straight to the National Cricket Academy when there was an advertisement for a technical head position where you need to look after all 28 associations those days affiliated to BCCI all alone. Because that is the time the concept is growing, and I said I'll put my hand forward in it. The National Cricket Academy was very happy to hire me. But the salary what I got was not even 1/4 of what I was earning in software. You people know what software used to pay those days in 2003 and 2004. And I got a 1-year contract with NCA because when it comes to sports, you don't get a permanent job where you can retire at 60. You'll get a contract for a year, which will get renewed, which will get renewed, which will get renewed all the time based on how you function. I happily went on and told I'm going to take the job. Then I joined as a National Cricket Academy's technical head. And then this is what the Times of India carried an article which said he has chucked his job for cricket. And you can see that to join the Indian under-19 team, which I was absolutely proud out with no complaints at all because I knew what I'm going to achieve in life. That is the first beginning for me. So Venkatesh Prasad took me with the Indian under-19 team in 2005 against Australia. Then I became the technical head for the National Cricket Academy. Then the other day, I was passionately wearing the T-shirt. If you remember, I told sometime before the speech, which the gentleman John Wright gave me and challenged me saying that wear this. But the only thing is sometime I'll see you with the national team. So I was wearing it. I was walking through as an employee, as a technical head. The legend whom I said I waited in the hotel for 2 days, unfortunately couldn't get his time. I saw him walking towards me. And he came there and gave me a pat in the back. He said, I knew that you'll be here. I deliberately avoided meeting you because I want to make sure you go through the hardships. I don't want life to be easy. I don't want you to take things for granted. I want to put you in the middle of the sea and I want you to swim the whole sea and reach the shore, stand up and say, I'm alive. I looked at him. I've got no words to say. I've got absolutely no words to say. He said that I did it purposefully. That's going to create a fire in your passion fire in your belly for you to really work hard than what you're doing now. Now I'm seeing the results now. They're one step away. Now you're with the under 19 Indian team. You're with the National Cricket Academy. People knew you. You're one step away to making it to a dream or wearing the national colors. I said, thank you, sir. And he pointed out, he showed my t-shirt and said, have you played for India? I knew I haven't. And he knew I haven't. I said, no. Have you worked with the Indian senior team? I said, I know. Well, where did you get this t-shirt from? I said that Mr. John Reid gave me. He told me one thing. The moment you wear it as a gift from someone which has got a national pride associated in it, you won't have the fire in the spot to really earn it. Take the t-shirt away. You have to earn it. You should not be wearing a t-shirt that has been given by someone which was given to him as a token of appreciation. If you get satisfied wearing that logo of emblem close to your chest, being gifted by someone, you are always going to wear the t-shirt the rest of your life. You're never going to come up and earn your t-shirt. Take the t-shirt off. That's what exactly he said. I went to my room, thought about it. He was right. He was absolutely right. Because I am wearing something which was given to someone, which was given to me as a token of appreciation for the work I've done to motivate me. If I'm going to keep it wearing all the time around, I thought my passion is achieved. That's not a way you earn something. This is something I need to tell you very honestly. What I did was, I took my shirt off the rest of the day. I didn't put any replacement shirt at all. Until 6:30 p.m. in the evening, without shirt, I was sitting there and working in the National Cricket Academy to fire that fuel in my heart to make sure that I earn it. So in life, if you ever think things are going to come as easy as you think, and you take these things, the same day I went, again, I noted it down. Look, earn a t-shirt. Don't take it as a token of appreciation from anyone. Okay, fine. Then there was something called Asian Cricket Council. So that was happening in the National Cricket Academy. So by the time I developed a website for the National Cricket Academy all alone, I created a video library for the players to come. I used to travel single-handedly to all 28 associations to do the video analysis. Then there came an article like this. Yes, that's very well said. If you see the topic of this, living out his dream in his second innings, that came in. Now I'm going to highlight you something. So that is a time where there was people, delegates from the former cricketers from every part of the world came. So there was one called Rumesh Ratnayake, who was a former player from Sri Lanka. The moment he saw when I gave a presentation to the Asian Cricket Council, he told me, okay, will you please join Sri Lanka? I told him, no, I'll bide my time. I'll wait for my time. I will get my chance in the senior team here. Thank you very much. Then Pakistan toured India, same 2005. Then I had a chance to meet Mr. late Bob Ulmer, who was a coach for the Pakistan team, and I showed what I can do. He asked me immediately, look, there's a World Cup coming next year. I'm a man of strategies, and I'll be really feel helpful if someone like you can join my team. Let me know. I can talk to the people concerned and pull you through to Pakistan. I said, sir, I just wanted to make sure I have to interact with legends like you to see whether I fit in the scheme of the things at the international level. Got a feedback from Sri Lanka. I'm not that bad enough. And now I'm getting a feedback from you. I'm not that bad enough. These are all the feedbacks I wanted to motivate myself to see that sometime in future, I'll have a chance to work with a senior national team. And I refused that as well. The next year, Venkatesh Prasad, the gentleman whom I told you, took me with the Indian under-19 team to the World Cup in Sri Lanka, which we reached the finals, and unfortunately, we lost to Pakistan. So the journey continued where at least I had a chance of really showcasing my skills. Then I thought, okay, fine, I need to take this to the next step. Then I was close to 3-4 years of experience. Then I came up with the concept to the National Cricket Academy saying that, look, I'm the only one traveling to all the associations to do this. I want to come up with a course that is the performance analyst or the video analyst course, where one representative from each state association will be called. Then I am going to really experience and share my knowledge to these guys to make sure that we give a certification for them to develop the skill throughout the country. So then this is what the slide, what you're seeing is, that is what it has been initiated in 2007. So now this is the first ever course conducted by the Board of Cricket Control for India in 2007. You can see myself marked in sitting there as a faculty, and you can see there are so many guys there. Many of them now are with the international team, the Indian A team, IPL team. They made the life out of it. So after that, the course was done. There was a big article that has been given saying that this has been doing. So that is the time the 2007 World Cup was done. Now, and you can see something is being marked here. So unfortunately, India couldn't progress than the first round in that, when they were eliminated early on. And then that is the time the Board of Cricket for Control of India were trying to get more and more new support staff. The media and everyone felt that I'm going to have a massive chance to join the Indian team. And I thought that that is going to be my really chance. I was dreaming about it, that my chance is finally going to come after 5 years of hard work. But unfortunately, I still couldn't get a breakthrough. Probably I should feel that I should still bide my time, which also I took it as a motivation, where more and more you get experience, then you get a chance, then you're going to show the results straight away with your experience. So to be honest with you, I thought, okay, fine. I thought I'll get a chance. I didn't, but I was not broken 1 inch at all. I took that as a motivation as well. Then I started continuing my passion and working there. Then all of a sudden, one of my friends said, I'm going to take you somewhere. I said, take you somewhere where? He said, don't ask me questions, come. He took me straight to Sports Authority of India in Bangalore, that is shortly called as SAI, where many of the sports, national sports, will be played there, and the athletes used to train there. He took me straight away to Indian hockey coach, the gentleman called Joaquim Carvalho. I looked at him and said, what am I doing here? He said, Beta, sit. He said, look, I've heard about you. I have saw what you have contributed to the National Cricket Academy and all these things. Okay, so why you are here is I've decided to take you with the Indian hockey team. I said, what? Indian hockey team? I said, sir, I've never even seen one hockey game in my life. You're going to take me with the Indian hockey team as what? I said, look, I know how to use your brains. Okay. If you can come up with something like that for cricket, you can come up with some intelligence for hockey as well. Next year is the Olympics. You can make an influence. You can help me. You can be my asset to make sure this country wins an Olympic medal. What are you thinking about now? I said, look, it is exciting what you're saying, but when I know that I don't know A, B, C, D about the game, and I don't know what to do, I'm really puzzled. I don't know what to do. He said that, look, I don't have much time to argue. I told you that I'm going to take you with the Indian hockey team. Tomorrow, you're going to come and report at 11 a.m. I said, 11 a.m. to whom? Don't ask questions. You're going to come and report me at 11 a.m. Fair enough. Next day, I drove to Sports Authority of India. The man whom he introduced, there was butterflies flying in my stomach, is none other than KPS Gill. I'm sure that every one of you know who is KPS Gill. And he told me, and he briefed me the next day about what exactly hockey is all about in 30 minutes. What is attack? What is defense? What is circle penetration? What is a penalty stroke? What is a penalty corner? How to break the midfield? Look, I've got a sports brain, so I can understand that. He introduced me to KPS Gill saying that, sir, he has made a software which is brilliant. and I want to take him. I looked at him and said, software. He said, shh. Then KPS Gill said, look, I'm all support for this team to go all about and get the medal. So I'm ready to provide any support what my coach asks. So you're going to travel with the hockey team. Tell me about how are you going to come up and develop? I told him very honestly, sir, I can be honest with you. This is what the plans I've got. All of a sudden, this cluster of press reporters who came all the way because they all knew that they've written a lot of articles about me for cricket. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting next to KPS Gill and talking about something. The next day, there was an article like this that is coming all over the world saying that there is a software which is going to help India realize his medal and all these things. I don't know what to do. The coach took me by passport. Visa was stamped. 2 days later, I'm flying to Germany for the Champions Trophy, which India is taking place. I quit my resignation with the National Cricket Academy. There is one was assistant coach, used to speak my own language. This gentleman, whom I'm really kind of, Mr. Ramesh Parmeshwaran, an absolute knowledgeable legend in hockey. He was assistant coach, was also a former player for India. You will not believe it. The flight from Bangalore to France was 11 hours. I was sitting my laptop in, and he's telling me what has to be in the software. I'm sitting and developing the software in the flight. He's telling this is what it is. Okay, I'm developing in the flight. The air hostess who came and served the food was thinking that I'm typing something in Microsoft Excel. She asked me, sir, what is this? That's the IDE environment for Microsoft Visual Basic, which I was typing. And he's telling me, okay, this is attack, this is defense, this is how to crack the midfield, this is how you're going to tag the parameters. The moment he's telling I'm typing the software, when we landed in France, the software was ready. The software in 11 hours, the software which is going to be work for the Indian hockey team. We landed in Germany. The next day evening was a practice game. And the assistant coach said, Beta, I'm going to sit next to you. I'm going to work on it. I'm going to show you how to tag an event. What is attack? What is man-to-man marking? What is circle penetration? You're going to sit and watch me carefully do the work for 2 halves. Then I'm not going to sit next to you. You got to do it all alone. Next day, I was putting the software in place. There is something called software development life cycle. Many of you will know that. The software is developed 11 hours in the flight, not tested, not documented, nothing, on the fly. You worked on the software and show me what it is. We had an analysis in the same way, seeing everything. The next 2 days later, we are playing against New Zealand. The most important thing, the most toughest thing is in working with hockey is very simple. In cricket, you used to get a live feed where you plug in, that comes from the broadcasters. So you embed that third-party control in your software where you see that what's happening, then you tag the parameters. Here, hockey, it is moving. Cricket has got a still camera that's focused on the batsman. One of my hands will be moving the camera following the ball. One of my hands will be tagging the event. And I'm having a walkie-talkie in my ears where I need to say, sir, this place, it is opening. Midfield is opening. Or left press is not doing the job well. There is a corner here. There is a place here. That is how difficult hockey is because of the very, very fast-moving game. I finished it absolutely successfully. So the joy of dreaming about, okay, fine, Olympics is no mean achievement. It's massive. So you being part of going to Olympics, representing your country, probably dreaming about winning a medal is something everyone's dream about. So I was totally, everything was onto it. Everything, my blood cells, everything was tuned to it. Dreaming about standing in a podium finish, winning a medal and holding it in my chest. So things went on smoothly, kept beating everyone. We have been absolutely wonderful. We won the Asia Cup. And then we have been coasting through. By the time, I always had the crush for tennis. So what I did was I developed a software, match analysis software for tennis as well. It is all about when I saw that I can develop it for hockey, when I can develop it for cricket, I thought I can develop it for tennis because right from my young days, childhood days, I used to watch tennis. So I know the rules and everything. So the same way as I developed cricket and hockey, I came up with a software for tennis as well. And then there was a seminar that always happens in the International Tennis Federation once in 3 years. Once I felt my software was completion, I put a paper submission on International Tennis Federation about my match analysis software on tennis. Now, this is what you are seeing here now. The moment I put my paper submission on them, they were so kind enough to evaluate it, to invite me to give a speech in London on September 10, 2007, to showcase my product, which is called ACE. So I was so excited about it. So everything was ready. Then my journey with the hockey continued. When the Asia Cup was scheduled, this presentation, as I told you, which I was invited from the International Tennis Federation, was on September 10. We had our Asia Cup final on September 9th in Chennai. The tournament was happening. Everyone knew that I've got a presentation on. My coach called me and said, Prasanna, I'll leave it to you. You have got to decide because I am the last person to influence someone on their own interest. You've got two options in your plate. One is to be part of Asia Cup winning team, a medal, a gold medal representing your country, or the prestigious International Tennis Federation seminar, where there is going to be 3,000 greats, even former legends and players, everyone will be there. That's your call. I said, sir, I'm going to take the first option. I'm going to take the option of being with the privilege of India winning the Asia Cup. He said, look, Asia Cup is the first stepping stone. We are going to win the Olympics. I will go give you all the support what you want. So the next day we played South Korea. Now you can see in the screen what I'm sharing now. We won the Asia Cup finals 7-2. And then we have been felicitated in the parliament by the Prime Minister, Honorable Manmohan Singh. The entire hockey team went there and we are felicitated, and we have been given a blazer from the ministry, which is the biggest treasure I still have in my locker. So things went on. So when we went to the Olympic qualifiers, because unfortunately previously we didn't do well in the Asian Games, so we had to go through the Olympic qualifiers and win it in Santiago, Chile, to make it to the main draw in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. We won every single match by a margin of 7, 8, 9, 10. But at the time when we played the finals against England, we have beaten everyone. All of a sudden, India loses the final. We didn't qualify for the Olympic finals. The first time ever in the Indian history that Indian hockey team is not going to be a part of Olympics. That broke me into pieces. If I want to be very honest to share my feelings, it broke me into pieces. Then it took me a while to get back to normal. Then there was something called the biggest mega event, cricket event, the Indian Premier League, being launched by BCCI in 2008. Then I got a call from the Bangalore franchisee where I live, Royal Challengers Bangalore. They said that, can you come and work with us? So I said, okay, fine. Thank you very much for that. So when I went on to RCB, the second year, The coach was none other than Ray Jennings, who was a very famous figure in South Africa. He's a World Cup under-19 winner with the South Africa in 2014 later on. And we had the giants, I should say, pillars of South African cricket. Jack Ellis, Mark Boucher, and Dale Steyn. So they saw me work for 3 years with these Royal Challengers, Bangalore, IPL, and they put a word forward to Cricket South Africa saying that this guy is very good at what he's doing. Can you just try what he's good at? So there was luckily a Champions League which took place in South Africa in 2010. So when I went there, that time there was a coach, Mr. Corey Van Zyl, who was the head coach for Cricket South Africa, came all the way to see me and they're going, look, people have been talking about you. Can I really see what you can deliver? Then I gave him the presentation. He was very happy. Then he said that we will get back to you. Now I'm sharing you something in this. So that is where it all happened. Now I had a chance to work with the South African cricket team. So then what happened? He told me that, look, you're just new to this. We'll give a 6 months probation to you until the 2011 World Cup, which is going to be taking place in India, because you are Indian. You'll be having a lot of knowledge about the Indian conditions. We are going to hire you there. I said, okay, no problem at all. So the World Cup held in India. And when we played India, we played. That should sound odd to you because unfortunately, when I'm with the South African team, when I say we, the remark goes to South Africa. We are playing India and Nagpur. Then I see the legend who said, please don't have your t-shirt, to earn your t-shirt. I'm meeting him there. He comes to me and said that I came all the way to see you. I said, for what? Now you earned this t-shirt. You earned this t-shirt. If you remember what I told many years before, that is a kind of the fire I put in people. If I would have said that, okay, I would have played that cool, saying that the t-shirt, what you wore, was given to a compliment by someone else, he wouldn't have the fire to represent a foreign country being an Indian. That is the greatest, proudest moment I can have. Rather than you representing India, that is a great achievement, because by the time when I got a job with Cricket South Africa in 2010, I'm the only Indian in any capacity to work with the top 8 test playing nations on any capacity. So when I told him that, sir, I should really be thankful for your motivation, he said that sky is the limit for you. Then when we played, South Africa played New Zealand in the quarterfinals, the coach was none other than Mr. John Wright, who encouraged me early on and said that if you improve your body language, if you improve your attitude, if you improve your confidence, you will be with the national team. All of a sudden, I got a call when I was sitting in my room saying that someone is trying to connect you. And one of the guys connected me saying that Mr. John Wright wants to meet you. When I went to South Africa, to sheer love, they gave me a name called P-Dog. They never used to call me Prasanna. So I'm known to people in the media as P-Dog rather than Prasanna. So when I went and meet him, he couldn't recognize me who I am. He said, come and sit, have some pizza with me. And he told me that people have told a lot of good things about you and all these things. So I know that your contract is only until 2011 World Cup in South Africa. Can you come and work with New Zealand? I looked at him and said, can't you recognize me? He said, no. He said, I asked him, am I sounding good? My body language good? My communication skills better? He said, of course. Why are you asking all these questions? I see that you're doing a great job. That's the reason I wanted you to be a part of my support staff. Then I took the t-shirt that is signed by him with best regard, John Wright, and showed him, sir, this is what you gave me to encourage me. And he told me one day, the challenge is, I want to see you head on with me. improving your communication skills, improving your confidence, improving your attitude, where we are going to sit head on discussing cricket. I said, sir, this is what it is. He said, I'm extremely, extremely proud of you. And then he showed something where he has written an article on his experience, not an article, autobiography rather, his experiences on with the Indian team for 2-3 years. He wrote one page full of me saying that he used to travel everywhere, taking trains and other things, assisting him with information. And one day, with his attitude, communication skills, and his body language improving, we'll see him with the national team. In turn, he said that I have written that book, which I mentioned you. Go and check page number 69 in John Wright's Indian Summers. So, what I'm trying to say is, what I'm trying to summarize here is that is how life works. And then in 2013, one of the Indian cricketer now who's still actively playing came to me, said that I've been dropped from the team. 2012 rather. Can you please help me, to improve my game to get back to the Indian team? I stayed at his house for 40 days. I stayed in his house for 40 days, trained him. Within 7 months, he shot to fame. He came back to the Indian cricket team. He was recalled. And he gave a big interview in ESPN Cricket Info website saying that this man transformed me. One of the coaches, very well-known coaches in India, called me and said that, son, I'm proud of you. You have not played international cricket. I said, no. You don't hold any coaching certification. Of course, you're knowledgeable. That's the reason people are coming in. But when you say you are an engineer, that professional degree, what you hold is what makes a lot of sense and value for you. So unless otherwise, you do a coaching certification, no one is going to talk about you. No one is going to value you. I went on to my home. I wrote it down. There is one more thing that has to be achieved. Because he's right. Unfortunately, I have not played international cricket when I don't hold a coaching certificate, which is the right path. When you go there and be a faculty on an IIT or a faculty or something, the first thing what they'll be asking, are you certified on certain things which are domain? Are you? No, I'm not. Then, that is the time I was 4 years old with Cricket South Africa. I went on to them and said, I want to do the coaching course. He told me politely, look, unfortunately, again, you have not played international cricket. You are not a South African resident. If you work with 5 years with the South African cricket team, you qualify. So wait for one more year. That is in 2014. We will help you to get there. I'll be so thankful to Cricket South Africa. In 2014, you got me a seat to do a level 3 certified coach course, which is the biggest, which is a brand qualification for you to apply for the highest position in cricket in the world anywhere. So that is a long 2 years course, which he completed in 2016. So that is what I'm sharing you here now. Finally, this I felt was a greatest achievement for me when I got the certificate in 2016, because I'm the only Indian to do a level 3 coaching certificate residing in India through Cricket South Africa, for which I'm extremely, extremely thankful for Cricket South Africa. I've been working with them for the past 10 years. I'm still continuing and I still want to continue. Now, that is how I've summarized now what are all the hardships I've gone through in my life. If I'm going to keep talking, I'm going to keep talking the rest of my life, because there are plenty more experiences I can share. In life, it is all about the mentality and how you take things into perspective. When the day one, when the legend said, when he made me wait for a whole day for a reason, which he clearly explained was the main fulcrum in me being what I am now, I would have been a different man. If I had have taken it, look, oh no, I'm never going to meet a legend. I'm never going to succeed in my life. I'm never going to make a mark in the passion which is going to drive me through. I wouldn't have been what I am. I wouldn't have been lecturing you through what I went through. In life, the most important thing is how to take things into perspective in a positive manner. It could have been very easily for you to see when someone comes to you and tells you you have to improve your body language, you have to improve your attitude. That are all the stepping stones. If you want to build a house, you have to build it brick by brick. If I would have had a chance to work with the South African team in 2003 when I was 26 years old, 25 years old, I'm not sure whether I would have survived. When I got a chance in 2010, a well-oiled machine. I had 4 years of experience with domestic cricket. I got 3 years of experience in IPL, interacting with one of the biggest names like Rahul Dravid, Anil Kumble, Kevin Peterson, to name a few. When I went and made my first presentation in 2010 in the South African dressing room with the greats like Graham Smith and others, I was never feeling any kind of pressure or anything, because that is the experience I gained over a period of time. So in life, you need to understand only one thing: there is a time for everything. So how you work towards the progress to make it a winning habit is all I've told you and went through my journey of 20 years. If you ask me if I have a book which doesn't have a papers written, yes, I've got plenty of papers written there where I have to tick on. If I say that my I've told all the pages what I've written in my book, I'm not going to grow further in life. In life, you need to understand the growth which you take all the time, every single day, every single week, every single month, the progress you are getting in, the learning you are incorporating in yourself, how you progress in life. Never ever tell a word which I don't like is satisfaction. The moment you feel you're satisfied with what you achieved in life, you're never going to achieve. So, the people who are listening here, the passion can be anything. You want to be a pilot, you want to be a scientist in army, no matter what it is all about how you are going to make a plan, how are you going to achieve it, how are you going to progress through your dreams. That is going to make it more interesting and your path easy. Nothing in life is impossible. And before I wind this up for your Q&A, question and answer session, in 2008, when I woke up during one of the matches, I started seeing everything very hazily. I couldn't see literally. Then I went to consult an ophthalmologist. He gave me a shocking news saying that my optical nerves are damaged. I'll only have 30 percentage of the vision what the rest of the people have. That is what I went through in 2008. I can only see 30 percentage of what you guys are seeing. My eyes might be a problem, not my vision. I've got many visions in future to achieve. If you take every struggle that is coming your way, you need to make sure all the struggles that are in front of you as a door, make sure you break every single door with your discipline, determination, dedication, and passion. So I'm going to conclude this show, and I've taken you quickly to 20 years of my journey, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm sure that this will be a source of motivation for many people who wanted to achieve many things in life. Make sure you live your life the passionate way you can. Please make sure that you don't wake up on one reason of surviving in life. That is not the life you really want to live. Life is all about driving it towards your passion and enjoying every day. Wake up on a Monday morning and say that I'm enjoying going to work. You win a battle. All the very best for everyone. And thank you very much for listening. And special thanks for Satak Engineering College for inviting me for a special guest to share my experiences. Thank you very much. Now we can ask you a Q&A, please.
Thank you so much, sir.
Is there
One
any?
second, sir. I am checking for the questions. One second, sir. sir, we have a question like, who is the person that waited for?
Your voice is not audible. I would rather be happy and type questions where I can answer it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Can I have the questions, please? I can see the question here. I'm not clear about it. What does it mean in started for? Can you type the question clearly, please, for me to answer it? Sorry.
Prasanna? Prasanna, am I audible?
It's not clear. So if you can please type the question, I can answer it. Hope I'm audible to all.
They are
Yes, sir,
asking
you
the
are
name of the
audible, sir.
legend. They are asking for the name of the legend.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't hear you. It's not audible. Can you please type the question? I'm sorry. I don't want to mention the name of anyone here. So unfortunately, I'm not going to disclose the name of the gentleman whom I have a lot of respect. So please don't ask me a question. What is the name of the legend? Unfortunately, I don't want to really tell the name. Can you please come up with another question? Sorry about that. Next question, please. Look, there is a wonderful question coming from Radhika Sethuraman, that is how to overcome the failure. Look, there is only one thing I'm telling you. If you don't see failure in your life, you're not going to succeed. I can be very honest in that. So I've told you what and all I went through in life. Sachin Tendulkar won a World Cup in 2011. He played a World Cup in 92, 96, 99, 2003, 2011, 2007. 2011 he won the World Cup. So he was so determined to continue and make sure that he wants to win the World Cup until he quit. So if you're thinking about how to overcome the failure, if you see what I note down is not the positive thing, what I have to overcome, I don't note it down as a failure. I note it down as areas of improvement. So don't ever ask a question how to overcome a failure. That is a stepping stone for your success. And you asked who is your role model. Look at it. It is very simple. I can name a lot of people when it comes to role model. I can be honest with you. For me, cricket is everything. So if you ask me for a role model, I should say Sachin Tendulkar. Because when my wife was carrying, I said that the name of the child is going to be Sachin. Nevertheless, whether it's going to be a boy or girl. So that is the passion I had for Sachin, because he has experienced so much of hard courts when he went on. He started his career as a 16-year-old, and it took him 5 years to score an international 100, and then he finally ended up 100 out of 100. Sorry, 100 hundreds. That is a kind of a massive achievement. So my role model, if you say, is going to be Sachin Tendulkar. Next question, please. Next question, please. See, next wonderful question coming, that is how to manage decision-making situation. Look, when you go for anything, the first and foremost thing is how well you are prepared. Now, when I come for this speech, I should be making my mind what kind of questions that's going to flow on, what kind of motivation I'm going to give while going through my journey. It's all about how well you prepare. There are certain decision making things where you take instantly, where you might not be having time to prepare. Particularly when it comes to sports, there is absolutely no time. Sometimes you need to take a decision making that has to be very, very instant, because not all the time you have enough time to prepare in advance, then do your decision making. So it's all about how confident are you when you make your decisions. Pause for a while and make sure what is the right decision and then come to it. Don't ever put pressure on yourself when you make a decision. What is the reason why most engineers are jobless and how to overcome? Look, I'm going to tell you something. Can someone give me a count on how many engineering colleges exist in India? 1,000? 100,000? 200,000? A million? 3 million? You can count. So how many students are graduating every year? There should be a limit for it. So there should be always an opportunity. Can you accommodate so many people on one particular domain? Now, when I finish my electronics and communication engineering, when I finish my courses on software, so if I'm hard-coded, only way I can survive, only way I can go and make a living is this particular industry, where for 3 jobs, with the amount of population what you have got, 300,000 people are fighting. There is obviously a case that it is going to be a chance that many of them are going to be jobless. That is the reason I advise you, create jobs. Create jobs for yourselves. Don't worry or don't rely on the jobs that is already been vacant or has been ready for you to take in. If there is no jobs available for your talent, create yourself, be innovative, ride on your passion. That is the only answer I can give you on. How did you handle pressure session in a World Cup? Look, whether it is a World Cup, whether it is a Champions Trophy, whether it is any other bilateral series, when you are representing a country, when I was representing South Africa, the pressure is always going to be there. So if I'm going to say that if there is no pressure at all, then I'm lying to you. Let it be even a bilateral game, a 2020 game which we play against Australia. There is going to be a pressure where the skills are going to be executed. So the greatest thing while handling is your pressure is how are you going to overcome it by not really making sure others are understanding that you are under pressure by the way you interact, by the way you express yourself, the way you possess your body language. That's the most important thing. The most mature thing where to handle pressure is to not to express yourself, to make sure others don't understand that you're really under pressure. If I say that there is no pressure, I'm lying to you. How to reduce stress? Look, stress is going to be there on a daily basis to everyone. The mother who is cooking food for you, and your dad who's trying to help you, and then the driver who's going to ride your car to your workplace. Don't you think they don't have stress? Everyone has got a stress. Now, how in a matured way you're going to handle stress? It is very simple. You can very easily say that I got stress, and you look at the taxi driver who is riding the vehicle to you on a crowded area, taking to the airport. If you say that he doesn't have a stress, he will be having a stress. He'll be thinking, the only thing what he'll be thinking, so how am I going to take him to the airport without making any accident? How am I going to take him to the airport right on time? There are certain things which he can't control. there'll be a lot of a traffic jam. We're going to be put in a place for 20 minutes on a signal. You can't help it. So when you know that there are things which is beyond your control, that is the most important thing that is going to add stress on yourself. So you should be well prepared to make sure how are you going to bifurcate the things which you can control and which you can't control. If you know how to balance these things, you will be a master of reducing your own stress. Can you suggest something for reduced negative thought? Look, as I said, it is all about how you take things. When you take things as a negatively, when you go there, when you don't succeed, I'm taking a cricket player into consideration, the greatest Sachin Tendulkar. He has got 100 hundreds. How many innings has he played? Close to 600, close to 700. So do you think, apart from that 100 hundreds, the rest 500 innings is a failure? Not at all. So you are going to face those things in your life. However you transform that into positive thought is the way of breaking the negative thought. So now you come here and end up second on something, whatever it is. You are ending second best in whatever it is. How you plan yourself to get it to top the best of the lot in the next thing is going to reduce your negative thought. You need to make sure how positive you are, no matter what it happens. Okay, if something is happening, the first and foremost thing is belief. How you believe on yourself. Always think about things will happen. I am going to be the winner. I am going to do this. I have the trust on myself. I have the ability to do it. The moment you back yourself on your abilities, all the negative thoughts will vanish. Hard work or smart work, which is better? Look, I would say it is a mixture of both. Smartness is something which is going to help you to spark the hard work. For me, when I sit during an international game, the game starts at 2 o'clock in a day and night game and ends at 10:30. Each and every game, every ball, I need to click 15 times. I'll be getting up the parameters of who's the bowler, who's the batsman, what length is bowled, what line is bowled, what is the type of delivery, what shot was played, whether it is hit in the air, what region in the ground it is hit, who is the fielder, how we returned it, either to the bowler or to the wicket keeper, what kind of a throw it is. It is a hard work. For me to manage that hard work, I need to be smart enough as well. So it is a mixture of both smart and hard. Sometimes you should also be smart enough where you have an option of reducing your work, that is 15 hours to 9 hours, sheerly because of how you plan it in advance. So if you ask me, I won't really differentiate both. It is a mixture of both. You need to be hardworking as well as you need to be smart. How to start the analysis course and further aim to develop a software by coding. Look, I can tell you only one thing. The most challenging job in this field is what the performance analyst is doing. As I said, I'm a certified coach now. There is a designated theory, there is a designated syllabus written by grades where you go there and write your examination. If you do well, you get certified, you can say that you are a certified coach. Same is the case for a fitness trainer. Same is the case for a physiotherapist. There are designated courses for them to certify themselves to show that they're knowledgeable. But when it comes to this course, there is no such thing. The only course what I've done, what I told you in my speech is the 2007 course that happened in the National Cricket Academy in BCCI. So there is no such courses pertaining, or there is no universities which is going to give you a proper certification for you to say that you are a certified analyst. So that is the reason I'm coming forward probably in the next year to share my experiences and to conduct a 4-day analyst course, which will be open to everyone to come and participate and share my knowledge and guide the people how to really progress and to become a successful performance analyst. How to improve the attendance in Test cricket? Look, it's a very, very tricky question. Actually, this has to be probably be directed to the International Cricket Council. But it's a very nice question. Look, now the way Test cricket is being played is completely different from the way it is in 2000 or 1990. You tell me how many Test matches are going to 5 days these days. Many of the Test matches getting over in 4 days after the invent of T20 cricket. Test cricket is not boring where people go and defend all day, where the 90 overs yield you 200 runs. People score 300 runs every day. Test cricket has been brilliantly interesting. That's what I should rather say. So it's all about the people to change their mindset and embrace Test cricket as much as they love T20 cricket and ODI cricket and come up with full attendance to support it. But still, there are cricket purists, if you ask, whether it's Test cricket or shorter format of the game, they'll always vote for Test cricket. Few words about Amla. Okay, there's only one thing I have to tell. For me, he's a living God as a human being. I've never ever seen him get angry. I have never ever seen him talk bad about anyone. I've never ever seen him talk negative about anything at all. So I can be very honest with you. My character in life has changed. Thanks for spending the dressing room 9 years since 2010 to 2019 when he retired eventually last year in the World Cup in 2019. He's a living example of how every human being should live without any anger on anyone, without hate on anyone. I think I've summarized up. I'm struggling to come up, with words to say how good is he. If I can be 20% of how good is he, I can put myself, in an elite group of being a good human being, which I'm trying hard to become. Even 20%, I think is a great percentage because he is someone who can never ever get closer to what a great human being is. In our country, high education and less jobs, how we will be handling these situations, sometimes unable to understand. I think I've already spoke about this. So you got to understand the population in India is very, very high. It's not easy when it compared to other countries. So it is not easy to really come up with a logic where the people, as I said, the amount of engineers who are coming in. Look, when you come out of an engineering degree, there will be expectations what you love. Okay, I'm coming from this university. I've got so many percentage of marks. I've got distinction. So I'm expecting this amount of salary. Just imagine how many thousands, how many millions of engineers will be coming out. So if you all wanted to get accommodated in a jobs what you want, which is going to be high paying, obviously you might not end up with one. That is where I advised create your own jobs. That is the only way you, rather than getting frustrated on what is not available, can make a living of yourself. The situation in your life when you feel the most panic, the most important thing when the sports field, when we work, the first and foremost thing, the language what we speak to people is not to panic. Because by panicking, if you're going to change a situation, fair enough, I'll put my hand up and say that, yes, that's fine, you're panicking, the situation is going to change. The more you panic, the more decision-making skills will go everywhere. You're definitely not going to get any benefits by panicking. Sometimes you're also a human being. It's very easy to sit now and answer a question saying that you should never panic. Yeah, I've also panicked in sometimes. But how to overcome it, that is the most important thing. The moment you panic for a second, the next thing is to be a decision-making which is going to overcome the panic. So there's no point in thinking about panic at all. That's all I can humbly tell you. Did you feel monotonous by following your passion? I think this is the best question ever. Look, I can tell you one thing. I will never feel monotonous. The reason is, now, when I'm playing Australia, my concentration will be on Steve Smith, Manas Labuschagne, Mitchell Starc, David Warner, how Australia play, how to break their trends. What am I going to educate my players? How to get the better of the opposition? 2 months of strenuous hard work. Guys, I spend 18 hours in my laptop when I'm on tour. The moment when we finish the tour, next is England coming. I have to concentrate on Ben Stokes. I have to concentrate on Joe Root. I have to concentrate on James Anderson. My job is never going to be monotonous, I promise you. One day we are going to play in Wellington, the conditions is different. Other day we are going to play in Centurion, the condition is different. The other day we are going to play in Barbados, the condition is different. That is the reason I say when I wake up on Monday, I won't be having a Monday blues. For you guys, Saturday and Sunday is where it's a weekend for you. Saturday and Sunday is the hot working day for us because for your entertainment, our guys has to play cricket on Saturday and Sunday because that is a general weekend for everyone to sit on and watch a television and the match going on. Why can't South Africa take World Cup till now? Okay, it's a good question. If we ask why can't South Africa take World Cup till now, we all wanted to win the World Cup. The players have given their best. The coaching staff have given their best. Sometimes we need to give a credit to the opposition also who played better than us. 2011 was my first World Cup. India won the World Cup. We didn't. We couldn't. Unfortunately, we lost in the quarterfinals. But we can take the pride. We're the only team to beat India in that edition. 2015, we went there. We were the team to beat. Rain came and the overs got shortened. No credit. We were beaten by a better New Zealand side. They deserved to win. 2019, we tried our best. Unfortunately, we couldn't meet the expectations. So if you ask me, when I told there is a diary where there are some pages where I haven't ticked, the most important page is World Cup. Let it take 20 years from now on. 30 years from now on, the passion will remain. Unless otherwise, Cricket South Africa feels I'm not good enough in what I'm doing, I'll continue. One day we'll win a World Cup. Maybe it would have happened in this 2020 where the World Cup is, T20 World Cup is postponed. It might happen in 2021. It might happen in 2022. It is going to happen. South Africa is such a quality side. So cricket is something which, and each and every game when we went onto the field, we pride ourselves to win every single game. So that pride, that passion is all in us. And we want to stand there in the podium to show that we have won a World Cup, which we all firmly believe that we will achieve one day. And that day is not very far off, which I'm very much looking forward to it. Any thoughts on building a software to serve an alternate to the Duckworth-Lewis method? I can be very honest with you. I am working on a software as well because unfortunately I'm tied up with the software which I'm developing all the time, which I always use. I use software as what I develop for myself. Duckworth-Lewis is also a fantastic one which has been accepted by the International Cricket Council, which has been put to use to every single international cricket match, and people have accepted it wholeheartedly. Many of them are also coming up with a suggestion like what you asked for to see whether anything can be better than the Duckworth-Lewis method. People might come up with their own kind of logics, own kind of calculations. So it's finally everyone can put their thoughts on, but the International Cricket Council has to evaluate and see whether it's going to be to the benefit of the game. So everyone is trying. I have also plans. I also come up with a template and formulas, but I don't know whether when I put it across to the people concerned, whether it be accepted. It's because it's a collective brains will be sitting in the evaluation board to see that whether it's going to suit. But I may think that the logic, what I'm giving is going to be the best suited, but it's not what I think. It's all about the people, the brain heads who are sitting there collectively feel which is going to be useful for the betterment of the game. So right now, Duckworth is doing a great job. Let's see what comes up in future. What is the critical situation in your life, in your vision? Look, critical situation. There are many I can say, but everything has passed on. Everything has gone on. I don't know whether in your vision you are asking about my eyesight. If I understand it correctly, as the doctors have told that it is something called retinal vasculitis. The optical nerve is weak, and unfortunately, there is not really a medicine that where I can take and get back my vision back to normal like others do. But now I'm used to living with it. Even still with it, I can work 18, 19 hours a day because I'm mentally very strong about what I do. So in life, you need to understand only one thing. If this is what exactly is in your table, you need to make sure that is what you have to eat and survive. Any other questions? Or did I leave something? Another question is...
That's it, sir. Thank you, sir. Wonderful session, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, all. I am Nisha from Department of EEE, here to deliver our vote of thanks on behalf of our team. Our first and foremost thanks is to the management of Mohammad Sadaq KJ College of Engineering, Chennai, for helping us making this webinar successful in all aspects. I would like to extend our thanks to our respected principal, Professor Dr. K.S. Srinivasan sir, and our beloved HOD and convener, Professor Dr. I. Manju ma'am, for providing all the necessary support and moral guidance on this occasion. I wish to express my sincere gratitude to our chief guest, Mr. Prasanna Agoram sir, for making this webinar interesting and informative with his wonderful presentation. Thank you, sir, for your excellent presentation. All this has been made further possible and successful due to our fellow staff and all the participants. And my heartfelt thanks to all of them. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.